Hey everybody, welcome back. This is going to be my first commentary on this channel. I've been posting some Division content over the past few months, and this is going to be a video about my current PvP build, which is a Sentry hybrid smart cover build. What this means is basically we are going to be focusing primarily on firearms and skill power to really get that smart cover to where we want it, and then get a little bit of stamina to just barely survive, basically becoming untouchable in our smart cover. So the current build I'm using is going to be including one electronic piece, then one stamina piece, and then two firearm pieces, not counting the holster here. Also full stamina mods, which puts me at 3550 firearms, 2769 stamina, and then almost 2000 electronics and almost 39,000 skill power, which could be better with better skill power or electronic rolls. But anyways, the main idea behind this build is to become a huge damage dealer in the DZ while PvPing, and also buffing our team greatly. To do that, we're going to be using Vigorous Chest Piece with the booster shot. That's going to be giving us 15% extra damage to us and the entire team, and then 15% extra resistance to our group as well. But that's not the actual great part about this. Now my smart cover is not maxed. As you can see, it sits at 66.4 resistance, 75 is the cap. The damage buff though is very close to max, to 50%, is almost max there. It's a decent smart cover because of the reasons that I've min-maxed my gear for it. I have smart cover resistance on the vest, smart cover resistance on the knee pads, smart cover damage increase on the gloves. What I want to get is a backpack with smart cover attributes, but that's not the case, so we're not going to be using that. But this can still be improved. This resilience can go up to around 70% at this skill power, and damage buff can be capped, but it's still a pretty solid smart cover. And the beauty of this is what I'm going to show you right now, in case you didn't know. So now the booster shot that we have gives us 15% resistance, but it calculates it as all damage resilience. In this game there's a stat called all damage resilience, and okay, hold on, let me get to the character sheet. All damage resilience right now is actually 0%. If you were to wear reckless, that would be minus 10%, right? And if I were to pop booster shot, this is gonna go to 15%. Let's check it out here. 15%, right? That is nice. And if I were to pop my smart cover, this would go to 66% as it's stated. But the good thing is the booster shot and smart cover stacks additively. So if I pop booster shot on top of my smart cover, I'm actually getting up to 81% all damage resilience. And that means, checking out the survival link here, it only gives you 80%. So that means when I pop this and I also pop my booster shot, I basically have survival link right now, and this can be a full-time buff. With some triaging, I can keep these two up all the time. It's just a huge asset to your team, both for PvP and PvE in the Dark Zone, and just allows you to enter that God mode and completely roll over any other group or groups, if they are not really utilizing their trappers and whatnot. It's just a huge buff that's giving you. So booster shot and smart cover have a great synergy, and that's what we're aiming for in this build. Let's take a look at the pieces. I'm rocking a vigorous chest piece, as I said. Pretty sweet electronic roll there, close to max. And armor and health on kill is not my thing, but oh well. Ideally you would want health or exotic resilience here, but I'm just gonna roll with this. 2.5 resilience here. It's a bit of a low roll actually. Can go to 3.5. I might try to reroll that. And then we have some skill power mods in there. As usual, our mask has a base of 750 stamina, then using a 150 stamina mod on it. So pretty high roll. Skill power is nice, 5.2k almost. Pulse crit chance is also pretty sweet. Knee pads though, 759 firearms, really solid. 2 off the max here. We have some disrupt resistance and enemy armor damage here. I would rather have like shock resist or something instead of the skill XP here, but I had to reroll the skill attribute to smart cover resilience. And then we were using some skill power stuff as well. Backpack is gonna give us some pulse crit damage and sticky bomb damage, which is useless to me, but I'll keep it. Skill power roll is very low on this, 6.2. This can go up to 7.7, so I'm using a 1.5k potential skill power here, which would put me up to 40,000 and would give me a good chunk as far as smart cover goes. But I just can't. I had to reroll firearms on this, so this will have to wait. But ideally, I would want to get a new backpack with higher skill power and then smart cover damage resistance on the skill attribute here, which would be sweet. Again, using a skill power mod. I'm gonna be using a shotgun gloves here with smart cover damage increase, which are crucial to my build. I mainly use my M1A though, but I feel like the marksman rifle damage that you can roll on the gloves, even a max roll around 3000, is just very underwhelming depending how high a damage you have with M1A already. So the damage increase that it provides is just not there, so I don't suggest running marksman rifle damage, so I just go with this since I have smart cover damage increase as well. And then we have a pretty decent holster, high firearms, good armor, mediocre stamina and electronics. So this is the build, 39k skill power almost, as I said, with shotgun and sentries. Let's get into damage stuff of the things. So I mainly run a tactical link with this. The reasoning behind this is because with the booster shot and smart cover, I'm already getting more than survival link resistance. So there's no point in me running this signature skill. That's just gonna be rendered useless by my smart cover and booster shot. So I rather run tactical link to give me some crit chance and damage. So when you're shooting at the base, quick tip here, the numbers you see here, if you want to calculate how much you're going to hit for on a 75% mitigated player, it is roughly around 10% of what you hit here. So if I hit for 173,000 here, that's going to be translating into a 17,000 headshot on a player. So okay, let's pop our smart cover, let's pop our booster shot. Hold on, I have my PvE M1A on though. Oh well. So with the shotgun, doing some triple stacks with the sentries, that is 175,000 headshots per pellet. That's critting. That means it's gonna hit around 15,000 per critting pellet. You can actually go higher with booster shot, triple stacked, 172. So that's 17,000 crit pellet on a single hit, and that's without any of my buddies using pulse. And that's just a huge amount of damage I can put out. And the reason I like this playstyle, the build, is I don't have to run around mindlessly and roll around like a headless chicken. I can actually play this game the way it's intended to. As a cover base, sure, I can just sit back, pop my smart cover, and do some serious sniping from the back while my group is distracting them, and a couple headshots and they would go down very fast. One more thing I would add to this build, if you want to run this type of stuff, run this talent, Precision, headshot a hostile to pulse them for 10 seconds. This is going to apply the base pulse to them, which is 12% to 25%, but it also takes into account to any gear bonuses you might have and adds it on top of that. And the good thing about this talent is it works through conceal skin, so you can actually pulse people who are running conceal and get that extra crit chance on them, and that's just a must for me at the moment. So that's one of the talents you must run. But that's pretty much about the build. If you want to really be a strong asset to your team, have no one running smart cover in the group, or want to do some solo stuff, this is actually a pretty good solo build as well, since you get that a lot of resistance and stuff. You can definitely use it in the Dark Zone. And one small tip here, it's a build video, but I want to include this since a lot of people don't know about this. So your opponent's biggest or smart cover user's biggest enemy is Trapper mod, which applies a 25% reduction to your smart cover, both in damage resistance and damage buff. So you get reduced resistance and damage. But the thing about this only works if they put it on top of your cover. Now, when they put the Trapper in, if you have the cooldown off, you can just destroy the smart cover and put it back on top of their Trapper mod and just sit on it. It will show that you're getting extra or decreased resistance, but since you actually put it on top of theirs, the Trapper won't affect you and you'll still get full resistance off of your smart cover, which I feel like a lot of people don't know about. So it's a good tip if you want to counter Trapper. But that's just gonna be it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you like sort of commentary stuff. I'm not really good at this, nor is my English my main language, but I'm just trying to give you guys some information. And if you have any more tips or suggestions on how to improve builds like this, or want to share what build you're using, then make sure to drop a comment. I'll see you guys in the next video.